So then now we circle back, right, to Lee. All right. Do we think of Lee as someone whose strategy? Well, here's this. Do you think Lee's strategy was plausible?
No.
Remember, say why.
No, because the South never had enough men or enough industry to compete with the North. The North was too big of a power. I forget who, I think it was in the Gallagher reading, I forget who he was quoting as saying that the North fought with a hand tied behind their back.
Shelby fought, yeah.
And so just the juggernaut of Northern industrialization and manpower would have overwhelmed the South regardless. Plus, I think one of Lee's biggest problems was he was too oriented on Virginia and his home state, and that caused him to completely neglect the West when he could have perhaps shifted some troops out there and helped thwart some of the Southern defeats there. So he did well for himself for the most part in Virginia, but he sacrificed the West, and I think that really hurt the South.
Okay, and that is an argument that hasn't come up, and that is another criticism of Lee. And well, let me let Roth and Manley get in, and then we'll.
Was it just the North that thought it was going to be a short war? Because if the South believed it was a short war, then all the casualties and its aggressive campaign wouldn't have mattered so much down the line when, in the late 60s, they were coming up to the end of the war and they were running out of men. If the aggressive campaign would have paid off early in the war, then it wouldn't have mattered later on.
Yes, and you know what? That is actually Lee's reply, sort of, to. Lee would acknowledge everything you've just said about Northern superiority, but he would actually then turn that to support his strategy. I need to win the war early, because eventually it will become a matter of time, and then we'll definitely lose, precisely for the reasons you just said. So it's sort of the only chance for victory is to gamble early.